Hi Taurus, welcome to the space. I'm Esme, this is Queer Witch Tarot, and this is your January 2024 reading. I'm very excited for this reading today. I feel like there's a lot of good energy vibing about. Yeah, it feels really lovely, lots of just loveliness. Before we start, I'm just going to read a little bit about what I've learnt about Taurus in terms of the astrological happenings. So you're ruled by Venus, which is the planet of romance, love, values, pleasure, stability, wealth, finance, and attraction. You're an earth sign. I think you're a muted earth sign. But yeah, harmony is another word. You strive for harmony. And you are ruled by the second house, which is the house of financial learnings, as well as inner wants, needs, and desires. We're going to start with an Earth Warrior Oracle card. What is Taurus's energy for January 2024? What do we have coming up for you? What do we have happening for you? Okie dokie. Oh, yeah. Beautiful Taurus. You've had like a handful of cards come out and they're all absolutely resonant of this wonderful energy that you've got going on at the moment. It's the lowest card. The card at the bottom of it all is number 10, Kaitiaki. This came out in reverse, shows a very empowered person connecting to spirit, connecting to soul, connecting to truth, connecting to the universe. I hope you can see these cards, by the way. Sage of higher knowledge. Hearing truth. There's a theme going on, right? The beautiful way of Navajo. Very harmonious card. Very much in your power at the moment, Taurus. Very much with your intuition. You know, you're hearing, you're listening, you're being guided, you're allowing yourself to be guided. Some of you are asking for divine intervention. Some of you are praying. Some of you are asking for help, and you are receiving the information that you need. You know what to do. You have to listen to yourself and trust yourself. So you've had number 1 come out. Bearing in mind these cards have been shuffled many, many, many times. Number-wise, you've had 10, 12, 21. So that's 1, 0, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. And then 3, 2. Let me see if I can show you this. Just the numbers, right? 10, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. I don't know what that is, but that is definitely some magic going on there. So the second card is Turquoise Changing Woman. Some of you are going to be going through some trials and tribulation. There's a call for freedom. You know, this woman is she's a winged woman. This being is winged, which is often a sign of freedom and, you know, flying, flapping your wings. Some of you may be seeking travel or seeking a getaway, seeking a holiday. You have that power in your hands. You're holding the travel. So there's some kind of acknowledgement of something new is coming for you. You are creating that change and you're creating your freedom. You know, you're stepping into alignment with your higher self, your most loved self. Your final card in this part, the oracle cards, is Nourishment of the Soul. you know, all of these cards that you've had come out are just incredibly beautiful and incredibly nurturing and juicy. There is so much like peace and excitement at the same time. It's really beautiful. You're really blessed. Like, this is a really incredible time for you, Taurus. I'm gonna read out number 2, the turquoise changing woman, because that is the one card which is suggesting that there is a shift which is happening or needing to happen. The rest of the cards are quite, I know who I am and I know this is good, you know. So let's read number 2. It says, I am the turquoise moon mother, and I come to you now with a message of change. This may be the change that you want or change that you fear, but either way, I will show you how to use this change to become stronger, wiser, and more empowered to fulfill your divine destiny. Do not fear the changes around you and within you. Trust in the timing of what is happening in your world. So yeah, again, really speaking to trust what you're hearing, trust your desires which are coming through, trust what you want for yourself and let that be. It says, changes upon you. It is essential for you, for your continued growth, and you need not to fear it. As you allow for this change, remain steadfast in your inner spiritual connection. This gives you courage, trust, peace, and reassurance, and you will find ways to navigate the shift so that your life improves through the process. If you are thinking of making a change, you are encouraged to do so without trying to force it. Be open and do your part to the best of your ability. Be truthful and be honest. But also tune into your sense of divine timing, asking the universe for help and allowing life to unfold according to its own rhythm, creative, longing, loving intention. Oh, Taurus. Yeah, there's more there. I'm going to take a photo and post that numbers, like this number sequence for you, because honestly that's magical in itself. Just gonna have a little sip and then we will get into your tarot. Yeah, there's a message coming of trust that what you're doing is loving. Trust that what you're doing is for the most loving life of all. You know, it's not just about you, Taurus. Like, you know, you have this desire for harmony, and actually your truth is that harmony. Sometimes the physical manifestation of what it is that you want can go against societal norms or what we know to be acceptable in our, like within our societal norms and within the stories that we've been told from birth. But the reality is that your truth is that love, and your truth will set you free. Maybe have some cacao and meditate and just let yourself feel into experiences and situations. Interesting. We've got 2 tarot decks and I really don't know what to go for, so I'm probably going to end up pulling from both for one reading. What is going on for Taurus? Where and how can we support Taurus as they look at their world and ask for inner guidance? What should Taurus be aware of is shifting? What does Taurus want and fear most? What is Taurus excited for and looking for in January 2024? Ooh-wee. Some of these cards which have just come out came out for another reading. I think it might have been Scorpio. Potentially. There's lots of swords, there's lots of like thinking about things, and a lot of maybe you know, I'll show you. It's got a few which have come out. The first card is the Two of Wands, which is, you know, a person looking at the world. So we're really in this space of internal reflection and working out what it is exactly that we want for our life. You will be aware of what it is that is not going well for you. You know, you will know which parts of your life are a bit off and a bit, you know, you want to be living through whole-bodied yes. Someone said to me yesterday, consent as a means of destiny. You know, listen to your body, listen to what your yes is. You know what your no is. You know what your no is not. So yeah, we've got this real space of internal reflection. Sometimes it can be difficult to see the bigger picture in that space as well. So just remember that you are loved, you are held by so many people, so many people love and absolutely adore you. This one space that you might be able to nitpick and almost I'm not too sure what the word is, but you know, you've got it under like really close microscope, and the things which are closest to you, it's easy to do that, and it can be difficult sometimes to remember the bigger picture. So just a message of that. We then had again two sides. We will start with this part, okay? Yeah, okay. So there's some kind of like fear of making the change, of stepping out. We've got this Nine of Wands, and the person's kind of like you've been in a space of constant, and you've been in this like normality for such a long time. There's almost like a little bit of, ooh, what's this next space? Like, ooh, where am I going? Like, I know that I've got myself because I've got my wand, you know, I've got my magic, and all of this other space which is behind me, my past, that's not changing, that is still there, that's not going anywhere. If you're still living in the past, you're not going anywhere, you're not moving. There's this real desire for shift, this real desire for change, and like you're being pulled forwards, you know, it's divine, like there's this divine timing, you can't escape the shift. And it is for your best self, you know. So yeah, I guess this card is maybe an acknowledgement of a bit of tenderness, a bit of like, oh, what's it gonna be? That space is really beautiful. That space is really fulfilling. It goes on to your next card in this like little section here, which is the Page of Cups. This person is playful and trying new things. You know, the cups is your emotional fulfillment, and you got a fish in there. So there's some kind of thing of like you've been fishing and you've got something, you've got something new in your life which makes you happy, and that's really great. You know, like you're proud of that thing. You're proud of this change which is already occurring. You know, you're already finding like new and vibrant and magical things, and you're really like wowed by that. And you know, like this character is blossoming, and in the space of blossoming, in that change, they are so beautiful. Like all the cards all the way through are beautiful, you know, like each moment, each section of change is as it is. But yeah, that's not to undermine or make irrelevant or you know, basically there's this turbulent kind of water as well. As things shift, it can be difficult to let things set and to find space, because emotionally when change is going on, there might be part of you which is upset or angry or frustrated, or you know, why hasn't it happened yet, why am I still doing this, So just affirming like that is perfectly fine. Like you're allowed to feel all these things. It's totally valid. So yeah, kind of a double meaning with the Page of Cups, like the blossoming and the blooming and the oh, I'm excited, but also like it's a bit difficult because I'm changing and that's scary. You then had the Three of Swords come out, a real indecision space, so a space of like, I don't know what's going on, you know, your swords are the thoughts, and although this is heart, I also see this as the head, like I'm seeing the swords in someone's head and through their body, and it seems really painful and difficult to be in this cycle of thinking. The reality is, again, behind us, it is raining, like it is moving. You cannot avoid that movement. So the kindest thing to do for yourself is to let it be and be truthful. I've just seen someone like take out these swords and then they're kind of like this, and it's like, okay, I'm done with this now. I'm done with these thoughts and the difficulty that I'm creating in my own life, therefore creating in the world around me in some kind of way, you know, like every aspect of your life impacts all the aspects of life with this great woven tapestry, with this beautiful web. We're a beautiful web, you know, and each area of your life impacts that web. And this card is like, I'm done with this. I am shifting. You've got a lot of movement, Taurus. The next cards which came through, which I said were also in another reading. I think it was Scorpio. I'm not entirely sure if it was Scorpio. Craving us to leave them for a moment. Yeah, again, these cards are kind of just reflecting all of that. Like, internally, you know what it is you want, you know what this best possible life is for you. Yeah, Pentacles are the material realm, but also your desires. I feel like Taurus is maybe ruled by, or rules the Pentacles in a way. Yeah, see the opening? There's contemplation and there's also avoidance. There's avoidance of the emotional fulfillment, avoidance of doing the scary thing, avoidance of changing. Even when life is literally giving it to you on a platter, being like, yo, this is for you. You're like, I don't want it, it's too difficult. But you kind of, you know, you are turned towards it because you're kind of like, but what is it? I don't want it, but what is it? You know, there's curiosity. And then you've had the reverse Page of Swords, which yeah, that's interesting. There's like so Page of Swords, you know, this thing of like body language. You can see what someone's thinking if they're being present with you by how their body is positioned. If someone's interested, then they're going to have their energy on you, you know, they're going to be square to you. If someone's not really interested, you look down, you'll see their feet are over that way, like their feet are not facing you, they don't really give a damn, they want to be elsewhere. It's kind of the same with this Page of Swords. So you've got the energy, the main part of the body is facing forwards, it's going in that direction, yet there's like a mental guilt or insecurity or something which is making you kind of look back in the past, even though your whole body weight is over on this front foot, and mentally even you're going up that way, there's some kind of attachment still to the past. I don't know what that is for you, but there's something kind of holding you back. You're holding you back in that space. So with swords, so you've got a little story here. Again, looking back, but gleefully being ready to walk away. Inner strength. By not speaking your truth, you are dampening your spark. Like, you have all these opportunities to really say what you mean and to really give yourself to life. Like, that's why you're here. We want to see your vibrant spark. Even if the vibrant spark seems like it's going to be harmful, it's not. It's beautiful. So by not speaking your truth, there's a dampening of this strength. Not in all parts of life, perhaps, but maybe in one part. Maybe in like finding the ideal housemate. Like, maybe some of you are moving and you're not saying exactly what you want out of fear, because housing can be difficult. So, you know, maybe there's that. For some of you it might be a job. You're not fully invested, but you're scared to speak your truth. Might be a relationship. Could be any part of life, you know, any relationship at all. There's like a waiting, and just gonna sit and see. But again, with this person, it's a difficult energy. It's very stubborn energy, which I think is Taurus. I feel like Taurus is stubborn, Earth is still, you know, and I am grounded. I just need to be here, you know. But even in this card, Taurus knows exactly what it wants. Taurus is holding on to this thing which they love so much. It will be a part of a situation which you adore and you care for and you really cherish. There'll be other parts of a situation, or maybe even of you. Some of you may be going through like internal shifts and like seeking a deeper truth within yourself, but you can't let go of these egotic parts, perhaps, which are kind of like just sitting and almost like making you small, because it's heavy. There can be some heaviness, you know, and it makes you small. And if you have a victimhood mentality, then you're not going to want to break through that, because that's comfortable, you know. It's still, if you're all smushed in, but realistically you want your energy flowing. Even if you're still in static, you can still flow your energy. And like it's been said, you know, you do know what you want. You want this middle thing that you're holding, and you maybe don't want to grip too tight on whatever this is. So yeah, it was these 3 cards which came up for another reading recently. Like overthinking, and this one came up for you in reverse. Overthinking, and then like waiting, like being just on one idea, like trusting, I guess maybe like trusting that things are going to change, but not being willing to initiate this for yourself. Okay, let's see if there's any other cards for you, Taurus. What can ground Taurus in this time? What can root you and make you feel safe and secure and held in this time of change? And what can you be? Ooh, okay, sorry. A bit of a mix up going on here. Nice. And then what can you be proud of for doing or being in this time? Very nice. So in what can ground you is work and being busy, actually. like taking time for yourself to think about the things that you are creating and purposefully manifesting what it is that you want to be making, like really putting your energy into the things that you're creating and being as present as possible, trying not to be in your head in these times. Singing your truth, a little birdie there, crow. Maybe look up what the symbolism of crow is. And again, this came out in reverse, so like sing your truth, you know. Let it be light and easy. Don't be scared, don't be worried. Yeah, allow yourself to mentally shift. This is a really interesting card. I haven't got to see it before. It's the Six of Swords. And it's a person running away with their thoughts. They're like rowing away, and there's a huge rock on the ship which is dense and it's slowing them down. It's potentially dangerous, you know, potentially there's even the possibility to drown there. And you're literally rowing away with your thoughts. So I guess this is speaking to fantasy and speaking to, again, like actively changing. There's a bit of like remorse in the person's face of the card. A bit of sadness, of anxiousness, but also they're making a shift. And just to really top it off with the manifestation and thinking about what it is that you want is the Ace of Wands. It's a really potent time. Like we started this reading with so much nurturing energy and so much goodness. Let that be your point of rooting. Let that be the thing to focus on in this time. Like the change is already happening. You know, there is that divine timing. Let that be as it is. And the thing to be proud of, the things to share in what you're achieving. How fascinating. High Priestess in reversed. This card's come out for a couple of readings now. So, know who you are, trust your intuition, know what it is that you want. Who was this for? This was for Virgo as well, actually. Another one of the earth signs. Had the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Be proud of the connections that you have. Be proud of the connection to yourself and the connections that you have with other people. Be proud of the things that make you happy and excite you in life. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles in reversed. Internal happiness, internal pleasure. It's really just saying like good on you. Well done for knowing what makes you happy. Well done for finding it. Well done for being willing to find what makes you happy. And your final card is the Eight of Wands. Some witchiness. Be grateful for the friends that you have around you. Be grateful for the friends which fuel your fire and rile you up, you know. And you're one of those people too, Taurus. Like, one of these people is you going like, hell yeah, like loving it, you know. I think that's everything, Taurus. Yeah, I wish you so much love with all of that and so much kindness. I hope this reading's been of help to you. Please comment below if any of it resonated. Please comment if you want a private reading. I'm currently charging £25 an hour. This will go up in May. But yeah, I'm so grateful for you being here in this space. And yeah, blessings to you. I wish you well on your way. Here are the cards from earlier, the 10, the 12, the 21, the 1 and the 2.